Okay, thank you all for coming to our weekly Sirimangalo International Volunteer meeting. We just had an admin meeting before this to approve a set of proposed bylaws. Not anything too exciting, but something that the admin committee was working on for a number of months. And oh, Jeff is not here. I'm sorry, I just realized that. Something the admin committee was working on for a number of months, and finally got it all set. And the admin committee directors approved the bylaws. So that part is all set, and our admin committee has actually done a lot of things over the last couple of months to the point that we no longer have to meet weekly. So kind of the business end of things, the behind-the-scenes structure of the organization, and updating government paperwork, and getting tax returns in, and getting the meditator application and waiver on the website. All that stuff is set, so it's good news.
Way to go, guys.
Yeah, the people worked hard on that. Jeff worked very hard, and Jeff is not here, so I think his invite probably didn't go through. Let me just try that again. So yeah, that's not easy work, and Jeff really did a lot with that, as did Anthony. The two of them worked very hard with that. So from now on, that committee will only have to meet like once a quarter, which is great. So for this meeting, just before we start with the other things, website related, since today seems to be my day for website issues, the calendar on the website, sirimangalo.org, there's a calendar that's listed as schedule, and I think it's intended to be a meditator schedule, but it's not actually hooked up with the calendar that we're using as a meditator calendar right now, because that calendar actually has people on it. The one on the website is blank. Is there a way of replacing the blank calendar with the calendar that we're using?
For that, Sirimangalo International, before after I call May for the frozen food, I just add the Sirimangalo International Intensive course for meditator for the period of time when they are coming.
Okay, so you're using that just for food, just for the food, not for actually scheduling the meditators?
No, like previous, for Vanessa, after I call May and confirm all the date, I put the information, the meditator information in that calendar.
Okay.
So we know from what day to what day there'll be how many meditators.
Which calendar are we talking about?
It's the one.
It is blank.
Yeah, the one on Sirimangalo. I'm just wondering if, with that calendar being on the web page, it's a little more visible. What would be the best use of that? Did we want to have that showing when there are meditators, or? I think originally, that was like a food dana calendar.
But we're not using it?
I guess Tina's using it once she confirms that May is bringing food for the meditators, but that seems like more of an internal thing, that we wouldn't necessarily want to have that on the website for everyone to see. Because I think, a person going to the calendar and saying, okay, here's because the calendar is kind of located where the meditation center and courses information is. The person would look at it and say, there's nothing going on.
Since the latest meditator was Timu, right? And then I put him until the day of December 21st, and I didn't update his extension to January, so January is empty. And the information I put there is from the period of time, how many meditators are attending intensive course.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what do we actually want to use this for on the website though? Because I mean that's that's kind of your record keeping, but this is here for for everyone to see. So do we want to just remove this, or do we want to have it show? Because if this was linked in with the meditator, it would show when there are people there, so that a person that was trying to block time, book some time when there weren't a lot of other people there, or maybe when there were other people there, or whatever the issue was. Do you know what I mean?
Kind of.
Well, it's on the website, so we don't, if it's just your record keeping just for food, maybe we don't need it on the website.
It's not only for food. It also shows the numbers of meditators is there on what day.
I've got another calendar that does that.
Right.
There's a meditator calendar. Have you seen that one? Is that public?
Yeah, the meditator calendar shows up on our personal calendars, which is great, and that's very handy. But it doesn't go onto the website, so we basically
put it on the website.
Yeah, we have a calendar on the website that's only showing food being brought for meditators. So I would just think being visual on the website there, that it might be good if it was hooked in with the meditator calendar. Okay.
Robin, is it the Sirimangalo.org/schedule that you're referring to? There's actually a calendar.
Yeah.
I see it's pretty much blank for first 3 months at least of this year.
Yeah, it's not hooked up with, because there is a calendar that actually shows where when meditators are there. I mean, otherwise, do we need this, or do we just want to remove it from the website? Does it? Did you have any preference, Bante?
I guess I'd rather switch to the meditator calendar.
Yeah.
I don't see the point really of the food calendar, not at this point anyway, because we're not.
Yeah.
We don't. It's not like we have lots of people asking to bring food or anything.
Right. No, Tina was using it to confirm that there was food for meditators, but we're actually using Trello for that now, right?
I think it's okay to remove it.
Yeah, because you're using Trello for that, which seems like it'll be a little better anyways. That way it's a little more reflective to anybody looking at it that there are people there, if they feel more comfortable going when there are people there or when there are not people there. It just shows a little more realistically what it is. Okay, so then to the regular part of the meeting. Bante, just going back, how did the meeting go with the peace group that came last week?
It went well.
Good. How were the carob snacks and things? Did that all work out okay?
Yeah, it was well received. People were really interested in the dandelion root.
Good. Yeah, I got interested too after looking at those and hearing about them so much. Like I got myself some carob powder and dandelion tea, and I can learn to live with it. It's not quite as delicious as the caffeinated versions of either, but better for you in so many ways, I'm sure. Well, that's good. As far as anything that you're in need of for this week or for the next couple of weeks, is there anything that you or the monastery or meditation center is in need of, Bhante?
A few more hours in each day would be nice.
We'll put it on the wish list. Hours per day, more.
I'm writing about the Lotus Sutra.
Oh.
Not impressed.
Yeah.
Which probably alienates me with a lot of Mahayana Buddhists, but
yeah.
not impressed. Okay, this is it. Here's the Lotus Sutra. It's big.
Yep, it is. And if you find little seeds coming out of it, little seeds coming out of it. My Mahayana friends tell me that if you're reading it and you find little seeds or grains of sand in the book, that those are relics of the Buddha.
Which Buddha, though? They got lots of them. Everybody's a Buddha, apparently. We're becoming one.
Relics of some Buddhas. I don't know.
Just glue, I think.
I don't know. If you bring your Lotus Sutra to the beach, you might end up with a lot of Buddha relics. I don't know.
No.
Next Sunday, I won't be able to be here. Is there anyone who would want to take over and issue the invites and run a meeting? Or would we want to just meet 2 weeks from now? Because it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot going on at the moment.
No, I mean, we can use Slack and Trello for it to work. I mean, these meetings are really not that functional. I mean, it's nice to make it public, but...
Yeah, no, I agree. Everything, in the beginning there seemed like there was so much to do, but, at this point a lot of things are handled, they're under control, and between Slack and Trello, they're really...
Yeah, I mean, Hangout's not really the best way to run a meeting, I don't think.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I don't know, or at least for organization, a lot more can be done using things like Slack and Trello, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I think it's nice to get together face to face, but we probably don't need to do this every week. Maybe once a month would suffice. Just to, I don't know, a little more brainstorming or something. But maybe we just plan once a month after this.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Okay, sounds good. I'm sorry, I'm just drawing a blank on what I had meant to say. Tina, there are several meditators, including me. So
you're coming to?
I am going to meditate in early March.
March.
So you have access to all that, right? You know where to find the meditator calendar, where?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will
It's now on the website.
Oh, even better. That makes it simple. So we had
see it now.
So at one point there, in February, there will be 2 meditators there for a pretty solid block of time, and
like 2 weeks.
Yeah. And I don't know what the plan was for having a second meditator for so long. When you contact May for frozen food, is she?
I'm going to call her tomorrow.
Okay.
Like previously, when I contact her, she seems pretty willing to do it. She says she's happy to do it again.
Sure.
So this time, this time I will ask her if she is still okay with
With the 2, yeah.
the 2 and continuous 3
Sure.
meditator. Yeah.
And then if not, we do have money on the deli. Money was put on the deli that's a couple doors down as a supplement if meditator food is running short.
Yeah, I will update the information after I contact her.
Yep.
Tomorrow.
Thank you. Aruna, did you have anything?
Not really.
Okay. Yeah, a couple of things we were just talking about at the admin meeting. There's a few people that are looking at properties just in case, rental properties just in case that comes up. The landlord is showing the monastery to potential buyers, which is not ideal. Well, people are trying to live there and meditate there, but
Robin, what's the budget per month?
right now the rental is $1,600 per month. So if it was to go over that, it would kind of have to be probably have to be under circumstances where someone was subletting a room, and that is, we'd have to be particular about who was going to sublet a room. Obviously, living in a monastery meditation center, it would have to be someone who was a meditator and who was quiet and respectful of everything that was going on there. So it would, couldn't be just the average roommate. So a little tricky. Probably our biggest thing that we'll be doing within the next couple of weeks is we do need to start up the fundraiser again. We had done a fundraiser in the fall, and it worked out well. So we had planned, even from that time, to do another one in the spring, as early as February, and February is kind of just a couple weeks away. So that'll be something we can start up pretty soon, just an online campaign, and just seeing how the response is to it, to continued support of the monastery. From my perspective, the You Caring campaign worked pretty well. We had talked a lot about getting it on our own website, but there hasn't been much going on IT-wise to make that happen. Our own support pages, it doesn't have the things that kind of make it interesting for people. Where it shows the donations received, it shows the thermometer reaching the goal or anything like that. So I think we'll probably end up using something like You Caring again, unless anyone had any other suggestions.
What's the deal? You Caring allows direct bank transfers, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
Or is it just PayPal?
PayPal allows direct bank transfers.
No, but like if someone doesn't have PayPal, can they still use You Caring, or it's only PayPal?
I think you have to have PayPal to use it. But because you're in Canada, if it was in the US, they have something called WePay, which is a little more straightforward. Mm-hmm. But because you're in Canada, WePay is not available, so we use PayPal. If they don't have PayPal, they can send a check. I think we've put Anthony's address in there as a destination to send a check, and I think a couple of people have done that. But other than that, if someone contacted us, we could give them information on making a direct bank transfer.
Right now, what was the other one? Indiegogo or something?
Yeah.
That we used the first time.
Did they allow direct bank transfer?
Yeah, I think so.
I can check into them as well. We're not committed to You Caring. The only thing that's nice with them is that the only fee we pay is the PayPal fee, which is what we would pay if we were just collecting it directly through our own support page as well. It doesn't cost us any additional. They do ask the supporters for a donation. They sort of add it on at the end of the supporters donation, which is wouldn't be my preference, but that's how they keep their site alive, so that's what they do. A person can back it out, but not many people would probably play with it enough to realize that you could select a different amount, and the different amount that you select could be 0.
Right.
One question will be how to kind of get the word out about our fundraiser. Facebook only goes so far, so we'll figure that out. So did anyone have anything else?
The only thing I had, Robin, was I think it was Tina, you were going to create a Excel spreadsheet or something to keep track of all the rental properties.
Yes.
Okay, I think it'd be great to have
So
that.
I have the spreadsheet ready, and so I will share it on Google Doc.
Okay.
So if you like to add information in there, then I can give you the access right, edit right, so you can do the editing.
Sure. Thank you.
I'll update the information in Slack.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so then as far as next meeting, we have an admin type meeting on February 21. Would February 21 be fine for everyone for a meeting for this group as well? We'll just go with the once a month.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.
Get on Slack and Trello. Take care, all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.